because it
Okay.
teaches you in detail what is blockchain and how does it work. Before starting with the development, what is blockchain? As I told you in the many non-technical version,
Yeah.
it teaches you how blockchain works. So that helps you in understanding and developing interest in that also. After that, it gives you a feel about solidity and all. So
So, hey Naman, thanks for joining us on this podcast and sharing your insights with us. How are you and how is life?
life is quite good. Hi, Sanskar. It's first of all, it's an honor to be here, like becoming a guest in a podcast,
Yeah,
and thank you for this honor.
yeah, sure, bro, sure. Okay, bro. So, what I found quite interesting about your profile while searching on LinkedIn was that you are a blockchain mentor. So, what folks do when they come into college, they go into web dev, they go into mobile development. Blockchain is quite uncommon. So, how did you choose blockchain, or how did you decide that this was the right fit for you?
Okay, so at first I also chose web development. I explored it
Okay,
for a year or so,
okay,
and I'm also quite doing it right now. But after that, after a moment, you think to try to explore another domain,
yeah,
because that that gives you a feel like you're doing something nice when you
yeah,
see the output in the development. So
yeah, yeah.
um, I tried to choose a domain and tried to explore it. So at that time, I had I made a list. I didn't choose just I will go with blockchain. I made a list
Okay,
that these might be the domains I might want to go on. So the list contained AR, VR,
yeah,
blockchain, big data. So I went through on the list. So I first experimented with AR,
okay.
but I don't know why, but that didn't work out much for me. I didn't develop a lot of interest in that. So after that, I tried to explore blockchain, and found it quite fascinating. So I tried to go with it.
Yeah, sure. Great, great, bro. Great. So, bro, if you want to explain to a 4-year-old, 5-year-old who doesn't even know how to code at what blockchain is, so how will you break it down and explain to them what is blockchain?
Okay, so first line I would like to say, not to a 4-year-old definitely, but blockchain is not Bitcoin. Because
Yeah,
most most,
yeah,
most people just they think
yeah.
that yeah,
Completely
blockchain, yeah,
agree.
yeah, yeah, I know that it's Bitcoin, right? But it's not
Yeah,
limited to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Completely agree.
I will try to provide an analogy here. I guess that would help.
Yeah,
So
sure, sure.
so suppose you have a group of 5 to 6 persons who are basically blending money to each other, or basically some sort of payments transactions, you can say, right?
Sure. Okay.
So and to keep the track of it, or basically maintain order, you have a diary.
Yeah,
So suppose you have 5 to 6 persons and there is a central diary, and if anyone if I have to pay, if A have to pay money to B, then B will write, then A have to pay me 5 rupees,
yeah,
right?
sure.
So in this way we will track order, then we will not get into a conflict. So
Yeah,
if you
correct.
try to see this, then this is a centralized system, right? There's a centralized diary, there's a single diary, and all the persons, or members or participants are accessing it only, right? But this might be the problem also, because if you see, I came and changed that. Oh, he had to charge me 5. Why shouldn't I change it to 50? So I change it to
Yeah,
50. Then there will be a conflict. He will say that, oh, I have to blend it. I have to give you 5, and I would say no. The diary is showing 50, right? So this is a little bit of
yeah,
conflict. So
yeah.
how blockchain resolves it, or basically in the non-technical way, not exactly what it does is, uh, instead of a single diary, we will provide a diary to all of the participants. So,
Okay,
as soon as any transaction happens, the transaction will be noted in every diary. So suppose
okay. Got it.
I try to cheat and change 5 to 50,
Yeah,
and I will come. You have to give me 50. So I would say, okay, so why not go with majority? Everyone come and
okay. Yeah,
show me your diary, right? So in
yeah,
this
yeah.
way, what would happen? Like I would say, oh, majority has 5, you have 50, so you have must have cheated or something, right? So you must have a problem. So in this way, it's kind of a immutable. It's a There's no central authority, that's why it's known as decentralized one. So in this way, the chances of getting hacked or something basically decreases very much. So there is a uh, transparency here.
Yeah, great answer, bro. Great answer. Loved it. So, bro, web development is a relatively older tech stack. So when you go on YouTube, you go on any platform, you get many free resources which are at a decent level, which can, help you reach a decent level. But is that same with blockchain? That do you have free resources which can help you go to a decent level, or how is it?
Yeah, actually, there are resources also, although there are not plenty of them. Because if you, as you said, web development, right?
Yeah,
Every if you type web development, you will find thousands of resources.
yeah,
Everyone just
yeah,
have a 3 hour course or something. So,
yeah.
but that is not the case with blockchain. But surely it has some resources. Some of them which I suggest or maybe advise. So. First of all, I'm not doing any promotion. First of all, so
Yeah, yeah, no
yeah,
issues, no
so
worries, bro, no worries.
yeah, so there's a course at Udemy by Stephen Grinder. It's very appropriate for the beginners because it
Okay.
teaches you in detail what is blockchain and how does it work. Before starting with the development, what is blockchain? As I told you in the many non-technical version,
Yeah.
it teaches you how blockchain works. So that helps you in understanding and developing interest in that also. After that, it gives you a feel about Solidity and all. So it's very good for beginners. And after you I think every beginner should complete it first, then you should go to other resources, although there are other resources as well, like if you want to learn more about truffle and Solidity blockchain. So there is a very quite good site named Crypto Zombies.
Okay.
I will provide the link to you if you want to share.
Yeah, sure,
So
bro. Sure, bro. Sure.
uh, and there's a very nice YouTube channel named DAPP University. So there are plenty of resources. Like if you wanna go with the written content, then you can refer. There's an app, Quest Book by Creator OS. So it provides written content, and also there is a site. I think it was app.buildspace. So
Okay.
it is for a little bit experienced, I would say. It's for learning about NFTs and higher level stuff, or to make some projects.
Okay. Sure, bro. Bro, you said solidity. Can you explain what is solidity for a beginner who might not know what it is?
In a very naive way, I would say it's you know programming language for blockchain.
Okay.
Although it's not exactly that, because it's for Ethereum blockchain only. Because if you see,
Okay.
blockchain is also partitioned into several ways. Like if
Yeah.
you must have heard of Polygon,
Yeah,
Celo.
sure. Yeah.
There's also Solidity is very famous because Ethereum blockchain is quite the common one, and it's for developing smart contracts.
Okay. Great, bro. Great.
Yeah.
So, bro, are there any prerequisites for becoming a blockchain developer, or anyone can start?
Uh, I would not say prerequisite, because anyone, even a non-coder, can start and learn blockchain.
Okay.
And but I would definitely say that there are some things which might come handy, or
Okay.
give you a upper edge above others if you know them already. Because in that you will focus on blockchain, not on learning other aspects also, right? Because if you don't know anything, that you have to learn about other things as well in the meanwhile. So some of them are basically, I would first try to list them, then later I can explain them.
Yeah,
So
sure, bro.
some of them are, first is OOPS, object oriented paradigm, and second is some knowledge of CMD, and the third one I would say is little bit knowledge of web development.
Okay.
Because the reason I'm saying so is, first of all, OOPS, because as I told you, Solidity, right? So in Solidity we write smart contracts, and it's very similar to classes in objects, classes in OOPS. And whenever we any person uses that smart contract, so we are basically instantiating that contract. So it's
Yeah.
the
Okay.
concept that used in OOPS, right? Because if anyone does not know OOPS, then he has to learn that simultaneously, what is
Yeah.
happening and all.
Got
But
it.
if anyone
Got it.
knows it, then he or she can develop an image very quickly.
Yeah.
And web development, I said, because in the blockchain world, if you see that, in we develop decentralized apps.
Yeah.
So in that, the portion of the blockchain we are writing is very less as compared to the code we have to write for web development.
Okay.
So if you are writing,
Okay.
even I am working on a project right now. So the amount of code I have to write for the blockchain, since it's a quite big project, so it's only 5% of the web development, I would say. So due to
Oh.
this, it come handy if you know web development, because the majority of the code you have to write for that, right? Other than that, CMD is like as in the web development or in the Solidity part. So you have to go and forth between install packages, used package managers like npm, yarn, etc. So it the knowledge of CMD might come handy.
Okay, bro. Great. Bro, you said about a project. Can you explain what is it, or is it confidential?
It's not confidential, but it's a design project, so I would not go into detail
Okay, sure, bro. Sure,
since it's
bro.
not my
Sure, bro.
personal, I would say.
Sure, bro.
Uh, so it's basically a project in which we are developing, its name is crypto lx, and
Okay.
it is basically a mixed acronym of crypto plus olx. So
Oh,
in this, what we are basically encouraging cryptocurrency. So
okay.
if you see, like I told you initially, that blockchain is not Bitcoin. So
Yeah, yeah.
so 90%, more than 90%, even when I didn't start with it, I used to think that also. So what is the case, like whenever we hear of blockchain, so we think that, okay, so it's some might think that it's the alternate of investment, just like stock market, etc. So
Yeah.
we want to eliminate that it's not
Okay.
limited to that. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we made that portal. So in this, what you can do is, instead
Mm-hmm.
of payment through normal conventional methods like UPI and etc., you can use cryptocurrency to buy and sell objects.
Okay.
So it's
That's
yeah.
great. Bro, what does a blockchain developer do?
Okay, first of all, I might be not be the right person to say that, because I does not have the industry experience. But as far as I know, there are two types of blockchain developers. So first one are, core blockchain developers.
Okay.
So if you see, then as you also said, that blockchain world is quite new. So we are the thing is, we are developing on blockchain, and blockchain is developing itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the some developers are working on blockchains to develop new things, like uh, making advancements in through the other languages. So they are called core blockchain developers, because they work on protocols like proof of work and developing blockchain clients like Bitcoin and etc. The other one is developers like me. So we are blockchain application developers. So we make applications using blockchain, or
Okay. Got it.
DApps, or decentralized applications.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
But the majority is gone by blockchain application developers, because very less people work on core blockchain.
Got it. Bro, this buzzword DApp, I'm hearing it quite a lot, and also previously I've heard it quite a lot, but I never got the time to search what is it and go through it. So could you please explain what is it?
Okay, so DApp is just an acronym for decentralized application.
Yeah.
So application, I think, is understood. So I will try to go into the decentralized part. So in decentralized part, like if you see, the traditional, I would say, the traditional applications. So in that, what is the scenario? There is a front end, there is a back end, and there is a database,
Yeah.
right? So database is a central authority here. All the patching you need to do is through the database and to the database, right?
Mm.
So due to this, the problems which I told you initially might
Yeah.
come. Someone can hack it or something. But
Yeah. Got it.
uh, so here the blockchain comes into play. So in blockchain, what we do is, instead of storing the data in the single authority or something, we store on the blockchain itself. Due to this,
Oh,
it's immutable, and it's almost impossible to hack it.
yeah.
So
Okay.
due to this,
Got it,
we
bro.
call it decentralized. Yeah, there is no
Got it.
central
Got it.
authority.
Got it, bro. Any other tips you have? Any other things you want to tell our listeners from your anything, not only blockchain, anything you want to share with the listeners?
Okay, so for college grads, or for the juniors, I would definitely say be active on GitHub, because I
Sure.
think that's
Completely
where
agree,
the
bro.
developers community lie also, right?
Completely
You
agree, bro.
you follow someone who is quite good at technology. He makes some project, you get intrigued by it. Oh, it's an awesome technology. Why shouldn't I explore it? So in this way, you learn new things as well as get a chance to. And if you get any stuck with them, then today people make quite awesome data profiles. There's a LinkedIn link for them also. So
Yeah.
in this way you connect with awesome people, I would say. So be active on GitHub and LinkedIn also if you are searching for jobs.
Bro, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing your insights, your learnings with our listeners. I'm sure they'll get a lot out of it.